Good morning, children. Welcome to geography class. Hope you all are doing well. We have started the chapter 1 of geography, that is resources and development. Let's start with the topics to be discussed today. So today you are going to learn about definition of soil, factors affecting soil formation, soil erosion and its types, and methods of soil conservation. Children, this picture depicts the various layers of soil that make up the soil profile. But before discussing the various layers of soil profile in detail, let's ponder on the definition of soil. So, soil is the uppermost layer of Earth's crust, which consists of organic and inorganic substances. Soil formation is a very slow process because it takes millions of years to form a few centimeters thick layer of soil. Humus, which is a dark colored stable form of organic matter, makes the soil fertile. Children, as we all know that most of the food items we consume like wheat, rice, pulses, fruits, vegetables are obtained from plants that grow on soil. But soil not only provides us with food, it also provides us with clothing and shelter. Now, the picture depicts the various layers that make up the soil profile. So, soil profile consists of 4 horizons. First is A horizon, which is also known as topsoil. And this topsoil is often rich in humus and mineral content. Below the A horizon lie the B horizon, which is also known as subsoil. It is poor in humus but rich in minerals and contain sand, silt and clay. Below the B horizon lie the C horizon, which is weathered rock fragment, and this horizon has little or no plant or animal life. At the bottom lie the D horizon, which is known as bedrock, and this bedrock consists of unweathered parent rock, and this bedrock is entirely rocky in nature. So children, soil profile consists of 4 horizons, that is A horizon or topsoil, B horizon or subsoil, C horizon consists of weathered rock fragments, and D horizon, that is bedrock. Now, moving to very important topic, that is factors affecting soil formation. So, we have 5 factors affecting soil formation. The very first factor is relief. Altitude and slope determines the accumulation of soil. The elevation and nature of slope influence the rate of weathering and drainage of water. Thus, flat areas have thicker layer of soil as compared to steep slopes. Then, next factor is parent rock. But before discussing that how it influences the soil formation process, you must know what parent rock is. Children, underlying rocks which contain minerals and make up the bulk of the soil are called parent rocks. And these parent rocks determine the color, texture, chemical properties, mineral content and permeability of soil. Next is climate. Rainfall and temperature influence the rate of humus and weathering, and these exert both indirect as well as direct influence on soil formation. How? Seasonal distribution of temperature and rainfall determine the type and effectiveness of weathering of rocks and humus formation. Next is time, which is a very important factor. It determines the thickness of soil profile. Means a body of soil is considered mature if the soil forming processes have acted over a sufficient period of time and soil has developed a distinct soil profile. So, more is the time taken, more thick is the soil profile. The last factor is organisms. Microorganisms and vegetation affect the rate of humus formation. They help to convert young soil into mature soil. Dead plants provide humus, which is consumed by other form of life like bacteria. So children, we have discussed 5 factors of soil formation, that is relief, parent rock, climate, time and microorganism. Now come to soil erosion. I hope you all are aware of this topic. So what is soil erosion? It is the denudation of topsoil cover. Means the removal of topsoil from one place to another by natural agents like running water or wind. But not only the natural factors are responsible, but human factors and human activities are also responsible for large scale soil erosion. And which human activities are responsible? Deforestation, overgrazing and unscientific agricultural practices. Children, come to the types of soil erosion. There are mainly 2 types of soil erosion. First is gully erosion and sheet erosion. What is gully erosion? Children, when rainwater moves down on an uneven land, it scoops away the soil and form deep channels called gullies. And this type of erosion is called gully erosion. And the land which is broken into many small parts by these gullies is called bad land. And a bad land is unfit for cultivation and for other economic activities. I would like to specially mention here that in the Chambal basin, the bad land created by the gullies is termed as ravine. The picture depicts the gullies formation. Then sheet erosion. Children, sometimes water flows as a sheet over large areas of a slope and takes away the topsoil from that area. And this type of erosion is called sheet erosion. Now, how can we conserve our soil? How can we protect our soil from being eroded? This is done by taking soil conservation measures. So what is soil conservation? It means protecting the soil from being eroded by agents like running water or wind. So children, we'll discuss 4 soil conservation methods, that is contour plowing, terrace farming, strip cropping and shelter belts. The very first is contour plowing. Plowing along the contour lines that can decelerate or slow down the flow of water down the slopes is called contour plowing. And this restricts the soil erosion. Next is terrace farming. In this type of farming, steps can be cut out on the slopes, making terrace-like feature, thereby restricting the soil erosion. and this type of farming is practiced in hilly areas. Then strip cropping. Large fields are divided into strips. Strips of grass are left to grow between the crops, which break up the force of wind, thereby reducing soil erosion. Then shelter belts. Planting lines of trees to create shelter, and the rows of trees are called shelter belts. And these rows of trees help in breaking the force of wind, thereby reducing soil erosion. And these shelter belts have contributed significantly to the stabilization of sand dunes in Western India. Thank you, children. That's all for today. Good luck.